Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have not done a makeup look for you guys in a while because I have been traveling, I have been busy, my skin was recovering, all of that jazz, but I'm finally doing better. As we can see, not a lot of texture, and I got a new eyeshadow palette that I am really excited about. This is the So Jaded by Kathleen and Colourpop collection. And boom, this is that baby. It's the first time Colourpop has ever done a 30 pan palette, and I'm really excited because the colors are pretty, the variety is pretty, and it's, you know, it's like the first time. Like, it's the first time they've ever made a palette this big, and it's incredible. It's super affordable, and I cannot wait to show you guys how I created this look. Some really quick swatches for you guys right here on my hand. It's 30 colors, so I'm going to try and do it really quickly, but I do want you guys to see the colors. So I'm basically going to go in order from the back end this way, kind of like how Arabic people read. So I'm going to go that way. So the first one that we've got here is the color Moonstone. Very pretty. It kind of reminds me of, like, it's like a champagne, but there's like some sort of like pink undertone. Really pretty. The next color is Fluorite. Very pretty, purpley, kind of grayish shimmer. The next one is Royal Jewels, which is actually the color that I put all up in my crease. So you guys are gonna see the way that this one performs. Then we have Ruby, which is a stunning shimmery red. I hope you guys can see that. Then we have Rose Quartz, which is very like a muted type of crease color. It's kind of cool toned, kind of like a pink undertone, but it is brown. It would be perfect for a lot of different skin tones. That one would look really great as a transition color, or just kind of like on a no makeup day when you're trying to just put color in your crease. That one would be really good. And then we have Diamond, which is like a very pretty shimmery type of color. I feel like it's for when you want just like a glossy lid, or if you want to enhance one of the shimmers, you can put it on top. But this one, I can see myself using it on a day where I don't really want to wear too much eyeshadow and I just throw it all over the lid. So this is row number 1. Very beautiful, love them all. Row number 2, we're starting off with Ametrine, which is like a really pretty mauve with a little bit of golden reflex in it. The camera doesn't really pick it up, but I do feel that it is definitely more matte, not a shimmer, but those little specks of gold in it do look really pretty. Here on the second one, we have the color Garnet, which is, you know, the color Garnet. Very bright, very pretty. I do find it to be very vibrant. I also used it for today's look, so you guys will see how I utilize that. Then we go into the color Citrine, which is like this really beautiful yellow mustard color. It reminds me a little bit of Makeup Geek's Chickadee, which was a staple of mine, so absolutely love it. Then we have Pearl, which is like a really beautiful pearl pigment. It kind of has a golden undertone, but I feel like it would be very perfect for highlighting the inner corners. If you want to do like a really bright cut crease, this would be a very safe bet because it will literally match with any color. Then we have Sunstone, which is what I have on the lid right here. Very beautiful. I love how reflective it is. And then we've got the color My Precious, which I don't know if it's going to show up on my skin. Let's see. Yes, oh my god. Dang, she pigmented. So this is row number 2. So I would say that row number 3 is probably the most interesting because it's the one with the 2 pressed glitters. So let's see. We first have Aquamarine, which is like a very pretty blue shimmer. Very reflective. Then we have Opal. This is one of the pressed glitters. Let's see how this one performs. I tried the other one on my inner corner, so I know it's good. But this one is also very pretty. Can you guys see it? It's very pretty. Like, I would love to put that for like if I'm doing like a mermaid look, I could put it all over the face or all over the eyes. I think that would look really nice. Then we have Tiger's Eye, which is like a pukey, it kind of does look like the tiger's eye. It does shift like to the brown and the orange. Very similar to the stone. I'm actually very impressed. Then we have Topaz, which is so pretty. I actually have Topaz on my inner corners. The camera doesn't pick it up too well, but I mean, they do place really well. It's not like glitters where you put them on and, oh my God, I wiped it off. Whatever. It's not like glitters where you put it on and it just moves all over the place. I feel like it kind of has like its own adhesive in it, and it just kind of stays put wherever you put it. You don't really have to layer it too much. Very pigmented. Then we've got here You're a Gem, which would be another really great transition color, kind of like a terracotta. And then we have Peridot, which is like this pukey yellow golden color with like greenish undertones. Very, very pretty. So that was row number 3. Row number 4, we have the color Onyx, which is so pretty. Like this could be such a beautiful, like, just like black eyeshadow and onyx, you know, kind of dusted on top. So freaking pretty. I absolutely love it. It's like a very, very dark midnight with like dark gray undertones. It's beautiful. Then we have the color Turquoise, which, wow, on my finger, wow, that is super pigmented, you guys. Like that is very, very pigmented. Then we have Jasper. Ooh, rich, creamy, like mauve toned brown. Then we have Stone, which is what I have all over my lower lash line and outer corners, which is like a very cool tone, gray undertone type of brown. Very, very pretty. I like it to darken things up instead of using the color black because it's a little bit softer. Then we have Carnelian, which I also used a lot on the eyes today. It's like a very, very color, pretty like burnt terracotta brick color. Very, very nice. And then we have Geodude, which I can place right here, which is like a pukey brown. This would work very, very well on many, many types of different nude eyes, nude skin tones and stuff like that. That would look really, really cute. For row number 6, the last row, we have Sapphire, which is like such a pretty, just like navy blue. So pretty. I do see it's a little patchy. Let's see what happens with 2. Yeah, that's the one. I would love to do just like an all blue eye. That would be so pretty. Then we've got Amethyst, which we know is purple. So this is a beautiful shimmery purple. Those look really pretty together, actually. And then we have Smoky Quartz, which is kind of like, I would describe it as a shimmer, but it does have different reflex, I feel. I feel like it's like champagne-y pink goldy. Does that make any sense? I don't know, but that's what it looks like to me. Then we have Alexandrite right here, another shimmery purple. I believe this one is a topper, I'm not sure, but it is still very, very pretty. It's more muted than Amethyst, but it would still look really, really pretty on the eyes. The next color we have, I'm like wiping off my fingers because, you know, this is messy. The next color we have is Jade, which is a very pretty green. Let's see how this performs. Ooh, very pretty. A little bit patchy, but I'm okay with that. 2 rounds and you are golden. I love that color. I gotta do something with that color. And maybe with the topaz, that golden glitter, I think those two look really, really pretty. And then last but not least, we have Emerald, which is Emerald. But I'm really excited to swatch this because it's been like catching my eye this whole time. So let's see. Ooh. Yes. Yes, honey. For Christmas, you can do so many Christmas looks with this. That is so, so pretty. I love it. Those were all the swatches. Now keep on watching so you can see how I created this super dreamy, super sultry, super like blown out fall look. And I hope you guys, if you have the palette, I hope you're following through. And if you recreate this look, come on, tag me. I want to see. Come on. Enjoy, you guys. All right. So my brows and eyes are done. Well, my brows are done. My eyes are primed. And I also have tape because I don't know what type of fallout we're going to do. I don't know what type of look we're going to do. So I figured I would just put tape as a precaution. And like, as for the type of look I'm going to be doing, I'm kind of thinking like fall vibes, like, you know, like maybe like this section right here. Can you guys see that? These like 9, but I don't know. Then I also look at these blues and I'm like creaming my pants. So let's just start and see where this takes us. I don't really have anything planned. This is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe JH32 brush. We're gonna go into the color Royal Jewels. This is gonna be a good color just for the crease, just so that we have some sort of transition going on. I'm concentrating the most of it on the outer corner, and then I swirl my way inwards. All right, so now that is all in my crease space. Now there's this color, now there's this color called Carnelian, which is just a little bit deeper. So we're going to put that on the outer corners, and it's a little warm. Oh, she pigmented though. Now I'm going back in with the first brush. I'm not putting any extra product, but I'm just kind of going to buff over the top of this. So far, I'm really liking these two colors combined. They are blending into each other seamlessly. And I don't really see like any patches, anything like that. So it is very pretty. I'm just gonna go over like this. I'm just tapping. And then when I get to the crease section, I'm lightly buffing. The next color we're gonna go into is the color Stoned, which is a very cool toned brown with like a gray undertone. And we're gonna use an even smaller brush. This is the JH40. We're gonna tap in there. And then I'm gonna put that right here. Like I'm literally finding the corner of my eye and I'm starting to poke it. And I'm not really dispersing it anywhere. Right now I'm just trying to place the color. If you can see, it's creating depth on my eye as opposed to this side. So we're gonna go ahead and layer that on a little. So I've placed that color Stoned. Now in order to blend it, what I'm going to do is I'm holding the brush with light pressure. I'm going to swirl into the crease and then kind of drag it inward. So swirl into the crease and then drag it inward. Now that we've gone ahead and done that, I'm gonna go back again with that first brush and I'm just going to run over everything just to make sure that things are going smoothly. So I kind of did it off camera on this side just because I was playing with the color. I couldn't really decide what I wanted to put. But there's this really pretty color called Sunstone right here. And what I'm doing is I'm grabbing it with my finger and I am pretty much just tapping it on. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that on both sides. Ooh, it's really pretty. We've gone ahead and we've put Sunstone on both eyes. It's a little messy, so now we're going to clean it up and blend it so that it's a little more seamless. I'm getting the JH34 brush that I was using for the Carnelian color, and I'm gonna go into the color Garnet right here. And we're gonna put that on top of the color Stoned on the outer corner so that it's a little less brown and a little bit more like a reddish type of tone. Alright, we've gone ahead and we've added Garnet to the outsides of the eyes. And now we're going to take the color Ruby, which is a very pretty, sparkly garnet basically. I'm going to grab that on the brush. And we're gonna put it right here on the outside, on the outside of Sunstone, right where it's going to meet with Stone and Garnet, just to create just a little bit better transition between the two colors. All right, we've gone ahead and we've done that. Again, with that first brush we used, I'm just going to smooth over everything. And I'm going to take these tapes off, which is so satisfying. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I kind of left a little bit of space on the bottom. So I didn't put the tape right where my hairline, my little lower lash line begins. I left a little bit space in between so that I can kind of create this type of shadow when I do the bottom part of my eyes. So keep on watching. I will say there is quite a bit of fallout, so I'll show you guys. It's quite a bit. I used this earlier to clean the concealer off the back of my hand, and I kind of just conserve it there so that I don't have to use a million of them. But yeah, there's quite a bit of fallout. That doesn't normally bother me. I know some people don't like it. Personally, I don't give 3 fucks. But the colors are very pretty. They did blend a little. It is a little bit patchy right up here, but I don't think it's the colors. I think it's my skin. I've been going through a lot with my skin, as you guys know, and I had this reaction last weekend in Dallas where my whole skin was basically like a giant rash, and I think it's still here, which is why there's like a bit of texture. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's texture on my eyelid, and I think that that's why it's patchy there. But this side blended really nicely, so you know, for the price that it is, it's very affordable. There's a large selection of colors, and they're very pretty. It's Colourpop and Kathleen lights. I love them both. I have this liner by Flower Beauty. I bought it, I forgot. I saw it on a YouTube video somewhere, and I ended up buying it. This is the color Brownstone. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys just so you can see how pretty it is. It glides on, and it's very dark, very pigmented, and I'm gonna tightline with that. Alright, so for eyeliner, I just used the e.l.f. one. It's pretty much the only one that I have that's not dried out, since I haven't been doing a winged liner in such a long time. I haven't really bought any, so that's all I had. And then for the lashes, I put on the Baddie Bee lashes in the style Baddie. Can you guys see that? In the style Baddie. I feel like it took me forever. And these lashes are like super extra, but I like them for fall because I feel like with these lashes, any look that you do is just going to look like sultry and dreamy and romantic, and that's why I love them. I also just noticed this color Citrine, which is like a mustardy yellow. A little bit of fallout. It's like a mustardy yellow, and so when I saw it, I thought to myself, like, damn, I kind of want to incorporate this. So I grabbed a little bit on this JH37 brush, and I'm just going to drag it along the edge out here. And I love it. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but the way that garnet and citrine mix together, it just creates an even more seamless like ombre effect for the transition. Using this small little Morphe detailed brush, I'm gonna go into the color Pearl, and this is what I'm going to use for my inner corner highlight as well as my brow highlight. So let's see. Can you see? Whew. Whoa. Whoa. I kind of tilt my head to the light. I find where the light hits and then I dab over it. And then I kind of pull it upward and blend it into the eyeshadow color on the lid. Oof. Yeah. Now I'm looking kind of crazy. I'm gonna do the rest of my face, and then we'll come back to do the lower lash line because I want to show you guys how I do that. But I always do my face before I do that. I always do brows, eyelids, face, lower lash line, then lips. So Be right. All right, so we're back. I feel like that bitch. I feel like my face came out so snatched. I forgot to like totally highlight. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it matte. I'm kind of digging it, but we'll see. This is my Morphe setting spray. Live and die and breathe by this. Absolutely love it. So let's move on to the lower lash line. My crypto, what are you doing? So let's move to the lower lash line. I'm gonna get that same Flower Beauty brown liner that we got from earlier. I like the fact that it's brown. I feel like brown has replaced black kind of. People aren't going so harshly into their makeup anymore. I feel like we're trying to do like softer, more blended looks. And man, I can't stop looking at my eyes. I feel like I should be drinking a pumpkin spice latte, and I don't even like coffee. So we're gonna go ahead and line the lower lash line. Doesn't have to be neat because we're gonna be smoking things out. So if you come out of the lines, don't even worry about it. So now we have some definition. I have this tiny little brush that I bought at the makeup club out in Hollywood. If you're from Florida, if you're near Hollywood, go check them out. They have a really cool selection of makeup that you can't really buy in other places. So like you'll see some lime creme there, you'll see Dermacol, you'll see the paint sticks, you'll see all that type of stuff. It's one of the first stores that I ever bought Morphe at before Morphe was at Ulta. So really cool stuff. This brush is by Elo Cosmetics. It's the Elo 68 and it is tiny and flat and defined. Crypto, don't start. So we're gonna go into the color Stoned and we're going to put that on the outer lower corner. So we're gonna kind of connect the lash line to the wing. Does that make sense? I hope so. But we're not gonna go all the way in, you guys. We're gonna say kind of like 3/4 of the eye. So the waterline is super defined right now. I'm gonna look for a little pencil brush. So there's one right, I thought I saw one. Where's my pencil brush? Okay, I have this little Morphe one. It doesn't have a number on it, but this is a little Morphe one. I like it because it's a little bit more flexible. It's not as stiff as normal pencil brushes. So with this one, I'm going to grab, again, the carnelian color. And I'm focusing the eyeshadow on the tip of the pencil, not really on the sides, on the tip, right on the tip. Crypto, dude, he's staring at a bone that's outside, but he can't eat it because he's gonna get sick. And we're going to run it along Stoned and really build this out. Again, not a lot of pressure. Remember, this color is super pigmented. And this one, we are doing the whole bottom of the eye. Smoky girl, damn. Sultry winter looks are it, fam. That's it. And then with one more fluffy brush, so I have a small fluffy brush, it's just a BH Cosmetics V20. I'm gonna go into the citrine color, really saturated because you really want this to show. And what it does is it creates this warmth between the carnelian color, and then it's gonna be like a little hint of yellow and then my skin tone. And it just blows it out so nicely. It warms everything up, and I just really love the way that yellow shadows look to blend things out. There's just something about it. And I'm bringing it pretty low. I don't think the camera is gonna pick it up, but in person, it's so gradient and pretty. And I did my little ombre lips like I always do. I just feel like it's the vibe for me. It's the most flattering for my lips. And I just absolutely love it. Should I find new products to do these? Yeah, maybe. But if they ain't broke, don't fix it. And to be honest, I really feel like colorful lips on me don't really look good. I've tried like purple lips. I've tried green. I've tried red. It just doesn't look good on me, man. I don't know why. Oof. 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 Yes, can you guys see like the yellow smokiness? Love it. And there is this pan called Topaz, which is a pressed glitter, and I really want to know how it performs. I swatched it, beautiful swatch, but I kind of want to know how it performs on the eye. So I'm going to get a nice little dense brush. This is just a little packing brush, no brand really. I'm going to pick up Topaz, and I'm going to use this in the inner corner. Is this going to work the way I expect it to? I have no idea, but we are about to find out because I really want to know. I'm picking it up. Ooh. Oh, do you guys see it? It's very pretty. I like it. Probably it's a little bit too gold for like the inner corner, but so like on camera you can't really see it, but in person it's like very pretty. It's kind of festival-y. And then we're gonna put on some highlight because I've decided that I want to go that route. So I'm using my Emery highlight. I have bought a few other highlights along the way, but at the end of the day, like universally, this is the one. This is the one, honey. And this is the JH09. Can y'all see this? Of course you can. And I always do another spritz after the highlight. Ooh, I am feeling myself. And then all we need is lower lash mascara. I don't really have any preference because for some reason my lower lashes are longer than my top lashes, which is utter and complete horseshit, but here we are. Alright you guys, this is the finished look. We have a beautiful sultry smoked out fall eye with a golden glittery corner. We have an ombre lip and some porcelain skin, all using the Kathleen Lights and Colourpop So Jaded palette. I really like this palette. The color payoff is great. The variety of colors is incredible. I believe this was just $39, and I think I used a Colourpop code. No, I didn't. But I did pay the full price. It's really pretty. The packaging is beautiful. All the names are on the back of the palette as well as in the front. And I know that she's like super into the crystals, so this is like very, very Kathleen Lights. I love it. I think it's super cute. Colourpop has done it again. They always do this. So does Kathleen Lights. She has never steered me wrong. I absolutely love it. And I will most likely be doing more fall looks because I'm really excited for fall. And I know that this palette has so many different things to offer, like a burgundy eye, a glitter eye, something with that color right there that can be super fall-y. Something green can be really beautiful, something blue, something, you know, maybe this navy blue and purple can be really, really nice. So I'm gonna do a lot of more fall looks for you guys while we're in the season, and I really, really hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial today. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, keep them to yourself. Love you guys.